together environment down at the Collingwood Footy Club where they all love each other, which is great, and they laugh and joke and muck around, and then when the footy starts, they beat everyone. And that's the most important thing of all. So let's go and have a listen to the Magpie coach, Craig McRae.
Style games the first 2 weeks, obviously, but I guess it must be pleasing to win in a different manner, I guess.
Yeah, conditions obviously in the first half were difficult, particularly first quarter, and no credit to Richmond. I thought they brought the best version of their pressure, which made it a difficult game. Yeah, it's always pleasing to get the 4 points. You keep banking them this time of year, they're important.
I guess when the team had 30 in the first 14 scoring shots and into half time, you sort of reassure them. What's the message to keep their heads up and dominate so much play? They're only up by 20 points early in the third.
Yeah, we kept the opposition at 1 goal for a half, and you're not going to lose too many games when that's the case. But when you don't kick accurately, then you give the opposition hope, and so it was just about knowing they were going to come, but then being able to manage that and then go again. I was really pleased after the game. I just spoke to the group about Darcy Moore. There was a spoil on the far side at a critical time, and just changed momentum, and those little moments that we want to cherish and reward because they inspire others.
It's important to have days like this where you're to win the league. They've done it a couple of times, the position's done best, and they've got working, but you find ways to grind it out.
Yeah, well, that's it. No one goes back in time and looks at the premiership team and looks at how they won every game. But you got to qualify, and that's all we're about doing right now is trying to perform every week. Opposition start to take things away from you. It's a hard game, this one. It's a hard game, and to get away with a win in those conditions and against quality opposition, it was important.
How much improvement do you think you have left to do as a side? You've had a pretty amazing first 3 weeks. What potential do you think you're operating at the moment?
We don't live in a finished space. There's no cap on it. We live in a growth mindset. So I'd like to think our best days are tomorrow. Why would we put a ceiling on ourselves or look for perfection? It's a word actually I don't like. Trying to be perfect means you're finished. We're far from that. We've got a long way to go. There's major parts of the game they're still tinkering with, and as I said, you've got to evolve throughout the season because teams take things away from you.
What's the early feel with Darcy coming a couple of rucking short?
Yeah, we've had a bad week in the ruck stakes. Lost Mason for a period of time, and now it looks like Darcy will be out for a significant period. We'll find out more, but initial diagnosis is a high-grade MCL, which I don't know how long that is, but we'll wait and see.
Who's the go-to when you think about it straight away?
I half joked with Jamie on the way out. Then he might be rucking next week. I don't know. Funnily enough, we talked about this before the game yesterday around what ifs. If Darcy went down, and so we've got a few things up our sleeve. But it's a shame. We hope it's good news, and our thoughts and prayers are with him.
Is it someone like Aiden Begg, or do you try to be creative? Throwing him and stuff every once in a while.
Well, Aiden Begg's not fit and available. He's probably a month away himself. He's got his own issues at the moment. So, we might have to be a little bit creative. We'll wait and see.
Daniel Thomas tonight. Must be really happy for a new recruit to stand up like that.
Yeah, I said this a couple of weeks ago. Billy's best to be in front of him when he gets to know our system and believe in himself. It's a big stage, 85,000. Thanks to the Pie supporters that keep turning up. We love you. But for Billy, he just looks like an AFL player. We knew this when we recruited him, what he could be. He's starting to fulfil that early days, but that's a good performance from Bill.
All four of you recruits from tonight, and what sort of drugs are coming back in on must know. Got that support from the front office, what they do every season, and also you wanted to make them into this year, and you're seeing the results pretty early.
Yeah, Graham Wright's in the room. He's done an enormous job in our list management and getting things sorted, and we knew we had to improve our depth. A lot of close games last year. Yeah, we had to improve certain parts of our game. We're still, again, we're not perfect here. We're in a work in progress, and pleasing already that the targets you go and try to make your game plan better are working early in the season. Yeah, Yeah, I visited Jeremy in hospital, and unfortunately he's got an infection. And it's not setting back the injury itself. It's just slowing down the recovery of certain parts of being able to maybe run by now. But the bone itself is healing, so that's a positive. If you're watching Jeremy, we miss you, mate. We love you very much. Hope you can get back to the club soon.
Just going back to the ruck situation, I know Bill is outstanding in defence, but we know he's been a ruckman in the past. Would you contemplate pulling him out of defence to be a ruckman in the short term?
Potentially, yeah. At the right time and against a certain opposition, we'll have to wait and see. That's something that may come up.
But obviously, Steve Hayne is a big person pre-season. They just signed him a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Is he ready to see him?
I'm wrapped how he's going. He's 18-year-old, might be 19 now, and wrapped how he's developing. I've always believed in my development hat on that we set people up to succeed, and we'll have to weigh up whether that's the case with him. Whether it's too early, I'm not saying that it's not impossible, but I want to set players up to succeed, and it might be a bit early for him, but we'll wait and see.
Contested ball, smash court last week in that time. Really comfortable win again this week. Is it really pleasing to see that Trinity's, it's early about Trinity's starting to sort of emerge? Yeah, I mentioned that after the game too, a pattern of behaviour that hasn't been there. It wasn't there for us last year. Our ability to outnumber at the contest and step back in was evident, and I thought last week was a one-off, it was a home run. Once in 20 years sort of numbers, that doesn't happen every week. So the reality is we got back to work, and it was a pleasing part of our game.
What do you make of Ash Johnson's night? Really worked well that game.
I said to Ash after the game, it's great reward for his last 2 weeks. It's amazing when players train at a level that's elite standards. You get paid back somewhere, and he got rewarded by getting an opportunity, and then we get to see he's a different mix to us. He's different. Sorry, he's a different part of our forward line compared to Checkers and Dan. He can be a real handful for the opposition. I was really pleased with the performance.
Just on Brody, Mike, check. I mean, you mentioned on Wednesday that he was in doubt. How close was he to missing at that compounding fracture this morning?
Yeah, he was in doubt. Doctors was almost ruling him out. He's an incredible, strong-minded person that just digs in, and I rewarded him after the game. I just thanked him so much for his want to play and do everything mentality to be part of the team. And he got a nasty gash on his eye, and stitches has a bit of a memory for this performance, but he's critical to us.
Craig, in your early words for next week, I know you've just won this one, but another big challenge, being able to be able to play Brisbane and sort of been a little bit up and down in the first 3 rounds.
No, I promise my players will stay in the moment. There'll be plenty of time to talk about the future, and we want to have deep wins. We want to celebrate our wins, and then we'll get to work Monday.
Avoid any other injuries tonight?
Jamie Elliott, was that his ankle when he came off briefly in the second quarter?
Yeah, he just had a weird feeling, sensation. He said it went numb, just sort of got a knock on the high part of the knee. Might have been a referring pain, but no, he's fine.
Is there room for Jack Evans or Bobby Hook for fun period or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. I'm looking forward to seeing him play tomorrow. He's worked hard, and the kid's looking for his next step, and that comes tomorrow night.
So you play them all, right? Like one of them wouldn't have to come out and further Jack to come in, you play an extra spot forward?
Potentially. Yeah, but we'll wait and see, huh? You got to warrant the opportunity, and we're looking forward to seeing how he goes. Thanks, guys.